You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rodgers for our Black and White Sports 2. Well, this has been a crazy season for the Green Bay Packers. I mean, look, we knew they didn't have the weapons on offense that necessarily they probably needed. The wide receiving core is pretty down, frankly. But we didn't know it was going to be this bad. I think most of us thought they would still win the NFC North. And the Packers are a dumpster fire. And yesterday was one of the worst games I've ever seen Aaron Rodgers play. And if there is such a thing as karma, it played out yesterday for Rodgers. I mean, literally right in front of our eyes. You know, you just threw your teammates under the bus, and then you brag about your QB rating that you had coming off of a loss to the Commanders, and then you go out and have one of the worst games in the history of worst games. And on top of that, you know, before the season, we had the retire, not retire, trade me, don't trade me, and that whole fiasco to the point that the Denver Broncos hired Nathaniel Hackett thinking they were getting Aaron Rodgers. Well, there is one really famous Green Bay Packers fan out there, and his name is Lil Wayne. Now, look, Weezy knows a little something about sports. He goes on Undisputed pretty regular with Skip and Shannon, or used to anyway. He's got their theme song. And he's a known lifelong Packers fan. He's a big Packers fan. Well, man, he absolutely crushed Aaron Rodgers yesterday. And there goes my cat across the screen. Funny, I'm not editing that out. That'll be hilarious later. Let's look at this because Lil Wayne, Weezy, he blasted Aaron Rodgers. Blasted him. Weezy has seen enough. This is Fox News. Rapper Lil Wayne, who is a Green Bay Packers super fan, wrote the team's 2022 obituary after their latest loss on Sunday. A 15-6 defeat to the Detroit Lions. Let's read that again. A 15-6 defeat to the Detroit Lions. Wow. That's crazy. Wayne tweeted, "The season was ultimately over and the organization should have gotten rid of Aaron Rodgers at the start of the season. Unbelievable." Quote, Twitter, "Rest in peace to the season. We should have gotten rid of 12 before the season." Wow. I mean, talk about destruction. Wayne's love for the Packers came to a fever pitch during the Super Bowl run of 2010. He released the song Green and Yellow as the team was getting ready to play the Steelers for the Vince Lombardi Trophy. At the time, Wiz Khalifa's Black and Yellow was a mega hit and a rally cry for the city of Pittsburgh. Wayne explained in January how he became a Packers fan. He said his dad attended the Super Bowl in New Orleans and came home with Packers memorabilia. The Packers beat the Patriots behind Brett Favre and Desmond Howard. I think we all remember that one. Quote, "When you're from the hood, towels and all that shit doesn't get hung up, nailed to the walls. That gets used. So every day I was using a Green Bay towel, drinking out of that Green Bay cup, eating out of the Green Bay bowl," he said. Rodgers had 3 interceptions and a touchdown pass in the loss, and he looked, I mean, it was brutal. It really was. Green Bay has lost 5 in a row as the team struggles. The two-time MVP was 23 for 43 for 291, a touchdown pass to Allen Lazard. The wide receiver finished with 4 catches and 48 yards and a touchdown. The score came in the third quarter, cut the deficit to 2 after a missed 2-point attempt. Yeah, I mean, it's just really bad in Green Bay. I mean, look, even a couple of weeks ago, I thought to myself, oh, they're going to come back. They're going to catch the Vikings. They're going to win the NFC North. Aaron Rodgers is going to figure it out. I mean, if somehow, some way, this team flips a switch and Matt LaFleur figures it out and Aaron Rodgers figures it out, and they were to come back and win that division, which I think is highly unlikely, it'll all of a sudden be one of the biggest comeback stories we've ever seen. But, you know, I'm looking through his statistics for the season, and, you know, he's got an 89 passer rating. Well, frankly, in this day and time in the NFL, 89 is not really good. It's not. I mean, most guys, if they're middle of the road, are up around 95, 96 now. I mean, yeah, 89 was great in 1989. But with the way the league is now and the rules and with wide receivers and everything else, that's not a good passer rating. You know, like I said, it's a little bit of karma. You know, he threw his teammates under the bus and talked about them not being prepared, this and that and the third, and then bragged on himself. And, boy, that came back. He looks really bad after this. And, you know, it's crazy. You got to wonder how many Green Bay fans out there wish they would have moved off of Rodgers. How many teams out there are glad they didn't pick him up? You know, I'm a Niners fan. There was rumors of Rodgers to the Niners. Would he be performing like this with the Niners? You've got to wonder because, look, my Niners got a ton of weapons right now. So I don't know. I don't know if it's Rodgers. I don't know if it's age. I don't know if this is it. Unbelievable. All the while, that Rams-Bucks game was god-awful. But Tom Brady did show why he was the GOAT at the end of it. He sure did. Tell me what you think, Black and White Sports 2 fans. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.